Morning, Danny. Morning, Javon. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Jamara. Good morning, Jaheem. Hello, Jaden. Good morning, Dad. Hi. Hi. Hello, Miss Steinsberger.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
I am all right. I'm not going to speak for the rest of class, but you know.
I'm extremely tired. I got really distracted last night by making a playlist because I'm obsessed with music. So that's my bad. That's on me.
That's on you. All right. Hello, Janiyah. Good morning, Alyssa. Hello, Trey. Good morning, Diamond. Hello, Sam. You know, I speak to the students like saying hello, good morning, or whatever, just assuming that they hear me. I don't know for sure that they hear me. I don't know, like the sound is on. I have no idea, you know, so like
Thanks, Daz.
Daz gave me a thumbs up, right? So
I feel like on the virtual platform, people become more self-conscious. That's
right. So I
get it, but
yeah.
I would
So
like to hear a voice.
of course, but I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be terribly disappointed when you say, how is everyone this morning? And you get absolutely zero response, you know?
In the other class, Mr. Phillips class, I got really close to those students, so they're really comfortable having their cameras on and their
Yeah, I suppose I could have done that.
we forced them to have the cameras on.
Yeah, I just wasn't about forcing that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Roz. Hello, Patience. Good morning, Lamont.
It does get annoying. Yeah.
Yeah,
Having to say, hey, turn your camera on.
right. Hello, Clara.
Good morning.
See, now Clara responded in the chat at least, so I know she heard me.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Clara. Hi, Kylie.
Good morning.
Kylie responded. Thank you, Kylie. Hey, Keon, good morning.
I love hearing their voices. Makes me think that there's a human on the other side
Yep.
instead of a robot.
Yeah, yeah. So good morning, Josh. Good morning, Aiden.
Aiden is actually in one of my classes.
Oh, yeah. So what did, who was, I already lost the name. Who was the teacher you were talking about?
Mr. Phillip.
Mr. Phillip. What, was she just, basically on it about having people put their cameras on and, and just on top of it kind of a thing? Or,
Yeah, when it was just me teaching, I was kind of like, I really would like your cameras on, and I encouraged it. About half of them would. And
yeah,
then Mr. Phillip came into the picture, and she's all about administration said blah 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 blah. So turn it
Yeah.
on or you're absent.
yeah. Morning, Jordan. I mean, I decided that if I'm going to mark them absent for not turning on their camera, I figured that there is a significant number who would just not show up.
Yeah.
And
Or show
I
you a
don't,
ceiling that's not any better.
right, yeah, well, if there's even one who would not show up just because they're being forced to turn on their camera, I don't want to lose that one,
Right.
so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I kept one more student in class just because I didn't do the whole camera thing, and I think because I do the thumbs up thing, I'm I'm good, like I'm okay that
I like that you do that. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, that means I know that they're like paying attention. I mean, I would like to assume that if they didn't understand, they would like private chat me and say, wait, I don't get it. In fact, could I have a thumbs up if that's true? Like, could you give me a thumbs up if it's true that if you didn't understand something, you would private chat me and say, wait, I don't understand. All right, thank you. All right, see the whole board lights up here. Thank you, everybody. I
That's
appreciate
important.
that, okay? That's good. All right,
That's important because when I
right?
was in school, I was always like afraid to raise my hand.
Right, and like here, you don't, not only do you not have to raise your hand, but like you can privately tell me that you don't understand, so I don't have to like embarrass you, like, it doesn't have to be embarrassing in this way, like you could,
Yeah.
no one needs to know whose hand is raised here, you just, and I won't even say who asked the question,
There's
So,
some pros and cons.
right, right,
Definitely.
yeah, anyway. Well, I mean, you could still have your camera on and ask me, and private chat me, but I think that, I don't know, as much as I'd like to have their camera on,
Well, we only require them to have like this much of their head on the camera, so we end up
yeah,
seeing a whole lot of ceiling.
I was thinking I would teach the class like this and see how they feel. No.
That's
Um,
hysterical.
you know, but I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that when I think that there's a chance that we will be back in the building, like maybe by, I don't know, fourth quarter. And I want you to know that I'm kind of studying these pictures of you. So if this is not what you look like, all right, this is who I am anticipating I'm seeing, right? So
Why? Stop showing all the toes. Mr. Wash, I don't look like that anymore.
You don't like your yearbook photo?
Yeah, so that, I mean, I'm just saying that's, that's how I'm like learning your faces, basically. So if you come into class, and I don't know who you are. Oh, okay. Well, all right. So I got one person who said he doesn't look like that anymore. So if you don't look like your photo, could you somehow take a selfie? Doesn't have to be this very moment, and like email it to me so I get an idea.
Or you could just turn your camera on for like a second.
I understand, but you know, that would be like sacrilegious to
That would be
somebody.
so mind blowing if someone actually did.
All right,
Good joke,
mind
Miss
blown.
Steinberger.
That's funny. I most definitely don't look like that anymore. That is a funny comment. All right. Oh, none of you look like that anymore. Well, I would be willing to bet that even though you don't look quite like your yearbook picture, I could probably figure out who you are based on, you know, based on the picture. But anyway. All right. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a unicycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What? You know why you never see elephants hiding up in trees? Because they're really good at it. Morning, Jaden Hamlet. Good morning, Andre. A horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Why the long face?" What do you get when you cross a dyslexic, an insomniac, and an agnostic? Someone who lays awake at night wondering if there's a dog. As a scarecrow, people say I'm outstanding in my field. But hey, it's in my genes. Why don't blind people skydive? Because it scares their dogs. You know, I told this one before, but it's here again. It's really funny. It's disgusting, but funny. What's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? The taste. Ah. Sorry, that's funny. I stayed up all night and tried to figure out where the sun was, and then it dawned on me. What did the duck say when it bought some lipstick? Put it on my bill. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today is my final warning to you. This is my final warning because I will not see you again. Well, I don't see you now, but I will not see you again until after the 20th. The 20th, which is next Wednesday, that fateful day where I will not accept any more past due assignments. Andre Prather.
I just want to
Wednesday.
make a public announcement to everyone since we won't be here next week that my birthday is on Tuesday.
Happy early birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patience. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you,
Your
Mr.
singing's the best I've
Morris.
heard.
Thank you.
Made my day.
All right. You know, Patience, your name you came up last night at our dinner table because we were discussing patience. I don't exactly remember how it came up. Honey, do you remember how that patience came up last night? Anyway, I said, well, because Adriana, my daughter, mentioned that Daddy has a patience in his classes, and I said yes, but it's spelled differently. Yeah, he said, but she doesn't have patience. I said, no, I didn't say that. I said it's not spelled the same. I didn't say she didn't have patience. Anyway, if your ears were burning last night, Patience, that was the reason.
Okay, now you can get back onto how the classes are turning their late work.
Okay. All right. So anyway, back to my point about next Wednesday, the 20th, and I will not see you before next Wednesday, the 20th, because I won't see you till Thursday. You have until Wednesday at 2 p.m. At 2 o'clock p.m., all of your Delta Math stuff closes, locks. You can't get in anymore. After 2 o'clock, you will not be able to access any Delta Math. I will start the process of checking every single grade from the entire quarter next Wednesday. Okay. There will still be assignments next week, but not past due. You can't do any past due assignments after next week. So I would highly recommend also that you check your grade book. And if you have any zeros, but you did the assignment, please let me know, because now I pretty much enter assignments almost the same day now that you do them. And after that, I don't even think to look at it. So you're gonna have to tell me if you've completed an assignment, but you still have a zero for it, okay? Okay. All righty. So, rational equations. Part of what makes math so difficult for people is they see this word, rational equations, and they think, that sounds so hard. No, okay? Rational, in fact, rational, the word rational, let's look at that for a second. The word rational, what's in that word? See what's in that word? Ratio, right? Ratio is basically a fraction, right? One thing to another is a ratio, right? So a rational equation is just an equation that has fractions in it. But watch how easy this is. We're going to do something that we call cross multiply. That means this times this equals this times this. That's called cross multiply. All right. So we say 4 times m equals 10 times 6. Oh, okay. So 4m equals 60. Divide 4. And m equals 15. Now, some of you may already realize this, but didn't I just do, let me rewrite this. Hold on a second. M over 10 equals 6/4. Didn't I just do this? Didn't I do this times this divided by this, right? 10 times 6 divided by 4. So you could do that all in one step. 10 times 6, 60 divided by 4, boom, 15. Done. Okay? You don't have to do all this mess. Okay? For example, here, I could just do 6 times 7 divided by 2. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 divided by 42 divided by 2 is 21. Done. I'm going to write it out for notes purposes. People who wind up watching the recording will want to see how this works. 2n equals 42 divided by 2. N equals 21. Okay. But once again, you could just do 6 times 7 divided by 2, call it a day. It's a day. Same thing here. 9 times 10 divided by 5. I'm going to do 5v equals 9 times 10. 5v equals 90. Divide 5. V equals 18. Okay. One more. 7 times 8 divided by 4. 56 divided by 4. 14. Okay. I'm going to say 4x equals 7 times 8. 4x equals 56. Divide 4. X equals 14. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to put the answer. 7 times 5 is 35. Oh, I remember why I showed this. Sorry. There's a reason I put this. 8b equals 7 times 5. 8b equals 35 divided by 8. And then you think to yourself, wait a minute, 8 doesn't evenly go into 35. Right. You're not necessarily always going to get a whole number, right? So what's the decimal? What is 35 divided by 8? You get 4.375. 4.375. You could put 4.4, right? If you put 4.3, am I going to mark you wrong? Probably not. Okay. Same thing here, okay? 5 times n equals 6 times 9. 5n equals 54 divided by 5. What's 54 divided by 5? 10.8. Okay. So sometimes you get a decimal answer. All right. Can I have a thumbs up if everyone's okay with that so far, please? Thumbs up, please. Thank you, Zach, Sam, Trey, Josh, Keon, Jaden, Javon, Daz, Sophia, Clara, Kylie, Patience, Jaheim, everybody's lighting it up today. Jordan, Andre, Lamont, thank you. Jaden Hamlet, thank you. Good. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Next. All right. Now, don't panic about this. Watch how easy this is. Okay. Once again, we're going to cross multiply. Okay. So here's what that means. We're going to do 6 times x plus 6 equals 2 times x plus 4. Distribute. Yum. 6x plus 36 equals 2x plus 8, right? Okay. I'm going to minus 2x from both sides. I get 4x plus 36 equals 8 minus 36. $4x equals negative 28. Divide 4. X equals negative 7. Okay. Can I have a thumbs up there? Is everyone okay with what I just did there? That wasn't so painful, right? Thank you, Patience. Thank you, Sophia, Zach, Janaya, Kylie, Yvonne, Miss Steinsberger, Jaheim, Alyssa, Roz, Sam, Trey, Daz, Josh, Aiden, Jordan, Andre, Jaden Hamlet, thank you. All right. Daz, thank you. Lamont, thank you. All right. Okay. So same thing here. I'm going to do 9 times n plus 8 equals 2 times n plus 9. Distribute 9n plus 72 equals 2n plus 18 minus 2n from both sides. I get 7n plus 72 equals 18 minus 72. I can't think straight. Negative 54, 7n equals negative 54. Wait a minute. 7 doesn't evenly go into 54. No, it doesn't. I'm going to get a decimal. You get negative 7.71. Did I do everything right just to make sure? I'm getting a message. Good question, Javon. Does it matter where you start? No. No, it doesn't. I could have minus 9 from both sides, and I would have wound up with negative 7 over here. Okay. I could have minus 18 from both sides and wound up with a it would have given me on this side, I would have had positive 54. Okay, so it would have had negative 7n over here and positive 54 over here. Does not matter how you do it, okay? Let me just check the answer for a second, make sure I didn't totally mess up here. This is number 8. Yeah, okay, good, I got it right, okay. All right, okay, I am starting to, oh, does it matter, like, I'm just gonna show very quickly. Right here, you have one binomial over another. Binomial, what's a binomial? What? This is a binomial, 2 terms, right? In the last 2 problems, we've had one over here and one over here. Does it matter really if one is on top of the other? Or even if there was binomials here and here, right? We could just multiply them all together, right? So I'm just gonna say, look, here, this is the same thing. I'm gonna do 7 times n minus, wait, I don't wanna confuse you here, look. 7 times n minus 4 equals 5 times n plus 3, right? I'm still cross multiplying, right? Cross multiplying. This times this equals this times this, right? So 7n minus 4 equals 5n plus, whoops, I screwed up. What did I do? I do something students always do. 7n minus 28, right? Equals 5n plus 15. Okay. Now, I want to address Javon's question. Javon, you said, does it matter where you start? Okay. So let me tell you, I would normally minus 5 to both sides, 5n from both sides. You know why I would minus 5n? Because I like to keep the thing with the variable, the thing with the letter, positive. 7n minus 5n is positive 2n. I'm going to do it a different way, just to show Javon and everybody else that it doesn't matter where I start. What if I minus 7n? That would wind up giving me a negative 2n over here, right? I try to avoid negatives whenever possible. Okay, but if I have the letter on the right side now, I got to put the number on the left side, meaning I have to minus 15 now. Yes, Adriana. Yes, you may have avocado for breakfast. All right, so minus 28 and minus 15 makes minus 43 equals negative 2n. So now I have a negative equals a negative, so I'm going to wind up with a positive answer anyway, but that's all right. Divide by negative 2. Let me make sure that it's clear that that is a negative 2. All right. And 43 divided by 2 is 21.5 positive. Okay. And by the way, Javon, could you, like, I don't know, thumbs up or something to let me know, did I answer your question about that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, you. Thank you.
All right. Okay, good. All right. So I don't know, these other examples I have are pretty much the same, right? I don't think I need to do all these examples. So if you want to take a picture, actually, here's what we'll do. I'm going to give you like 10 seconds to take a picture of this. And I'll give you like 10 seconds to take a picture of this. Okay. All right, so let me show you. So today I made it a quiz. What? I know. And by the way, I don't know. I wouldn't. Well, I take that back. I would do this to you. You know, there's this big thing where you have to have as many product. Well, I mean, you have to have at least 5 product grades, and so far I only have 3. And today's going to be the 4th product grade. Really, Aiden? That is impressive. Okay, so let me just show you your quiz, okay, is like 17 problems here. They're all easy, and you've seen them before, so it shouldn't take you very long at all. It should probably take you at most 15 minutes. Aiden is done already. But let me just show you the new problems. All right. All right. And actually, I think I just gave you one of these. Wait, no, that's not the new problem. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here we go. I gave you one of these, right? So like here, all you need to do is 58 times 43. I'm going to use a calculator. I'm going to do 58, my phone calculator, times 43 divided by 29 equals 86. 86. Boom. Yes. Easy. Okay. So that problem will be just like that. All right. And then there's this one. All right. Which I just did a bunch of examples like, well, not a bunch, but here, let me show this one. Okay. I'm going to cross multiply. I'm going to do 8 times x minus 7 equals 7 times 2x minus 2. Okay, distribute 8x minus 56 equals 14x minus 14. Okay. Now, because I like to keep the variable positive, I'm going to add, minus 8x. And I'll get negative 56 equals 6x minus 14. Add 14. Negative 56 plus 14 is negative 42 equals 6x. Divide 6. X equals negative 7. Boom, boom, yes. All right. So here's what's gonna happen, all right? You're gonna have some review problems here, basically. But this is your quiz 9. This will be a product grade, all right? So, go. And if you have questions, ask me. I can, or Miss Steinsberger for that matter. People are going to tell me they're done. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. All right, hang on. Let me do this. I'm going to stop sharing. Let me do this, please, before you just cut out. And make sure we're clear, those of you that are going to leave now, that Wednesday is the last day for any past 2 assignments. All right. Wait a second. Hold on 1 second. All right, here we go. Here are the people. You're done. Sophia, good to go. Have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. By the way, no school Monday, right? Jaden Lindsay, say no to drugs. Aiden, say no to drugs. Sam, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Okay. Lamont, can I want to talk to you about my hopes for you. I, I don't want to necessarily put your business out there, but I mean, if you like, we can go into a breakout room. Is that all right? I want to tell you my plan for you specifically, because I feel like you got hosed. Hold on, Adriana. Okay, so I'm gonna create a breakout room. Miss Steinsberger, will you hang out here while I go talk to Lamont real quick, please? Okay, we got this room 1. I'll see you there in a second, Lamont. Anyone else finish? Kylie, okay, have a good day. Say no to drugs. Have a good weekend. Trey, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Okay, Zach, we'll see you. Bye, Kylie. Have a good weekend.
Have a good day.
Peace. You too. Okay, Lamont, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Jordan, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. I'm going to, kiddo. Jaheim, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Okay, patience. Oops. Patience, do you see, is your problem like a minus like this? And if so, did you change the signs inside the parentheses?
No, mine says subtract 7x plus 2 from negative 5x squared minus
You know what?
2x.
Wait a minute. Let's do this. Let's do this. I got, hang on. Read it to me again.
7x minus 2. I'm sorry, 7x plus 2 from negative 5x squared
It
minus
says
2.
from.
Yeah, it says subtract 7x plus 2 from negative 5x squared minus 2x.
Did it do like this? Did it put in parentheses like this?
No.
No, did it just look like this? Like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay, Diamond, Janaya, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Okay. Yes, Adriana. I'm gonna make your breakfast. Hang on. You need help? Okay, so you got to do negative 5x squared minus 2x, and it's going to be minus 7x plus 2. Do you understand that, Patience?
Yes.
So now it's going to become minus 7x and then minus 2. Okay, so you're going to wind up with negative 2x and negative 7x, making negative 9x. And then you just write the others as is. Yep.
Okay.
You
Thank
good
you,
there?
Mr. Weiss.
Okay.
Yes, I'm good.
All right. Folks, I'm going to help my daughter for just a second, but I'm going to kind of take you guys with me. Okay.
Transfer. Hold on, my camera's not working this morning. Hold on, I'm gonna restart my camera, okay?
So it's going to be 18, 10, and 20. Okay? So that's great. What's that? Good. Put 5.
Because there's a 5, there's
Yeah.
nothing to
Put 5. So what's 10 times 5?
10 times 5 is 50.
And what's 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 25.
So what's 50 plus 25?
50 plus 25 is 75.
Hey, hello, hey. Oh, so you got your answer, right? Your answer is 15. Good job, Adriana. She is amazing. Roz, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. Good.
Mommy did it for me.
Wow. You made her water
Thank you,
taste
Mommy.
good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Need help with imaginary numbers.
All right. Oop, wait a minute. Coming. Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, patients, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. All
Have a
right,
good weekend, Mr. Weiss.
you too. Javon, would you hit me? What's
Um,
n- read me the problem.
square root 49
Square root 49
minus square root minus 162.
Wait, you, square root 162?
Yeah, square root negative 162.
Square root negative 162.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Plus square root 64
Okay.
minus square root negative 72.
Okay. So square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 64 is 8, right? So that's nice. Now we're going to talk about 162. What perfect square goes into 162? Does it make sense that that is 81 times 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, sorry, I'm going to call it negative 81. Square root of 2. And this is negative 36 square root of 2. Does that make sense?
Yes, that.
Okay. Okay, Danny, have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. So I'm going to now say 7 minus square root of negative 81 is 9i, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? Square root of 2 plus 8 minus 6i square root of 2. Okay. So I think I'm going to let you take it from there. Combine the 7 with the 8. And then combine the negative 9i and negative 6i square root of 2.
Okay.
Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if it doesn't work, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead, Joanne.
I'm not done. Do I just
Are you
What
talking
do I
about
do?
that same
what do I
problem?
do? Yeah, I'm still stuck on the same problem.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm like supposed to add 8 to 7 or
Yes, because it's 7 and then plus 8. So it's going to be 15. And it's negative 9i and negative 6i. So it'll be negative 15i square root of 2.
Oh, so I was looking at the 7 as a negative.
No, there's no negative with over the 7. You always look to the left of a number.
Yeah,
Okay. So like this 9i, that's negative. The 6i, that's negative. Okay. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm done now. Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Say no to drugs. In fact, folks, I am going to end the meeting. All right. Going to start getting ready for second period. All right. Miss Steinsberger, thank you. Have a good weekend. Say no to drugs.
You too.
All right. Peace.